Before I get started with this video, I just want to throw this out there real quick. Do not do NoFap for the sake of women attraction. Don't do that, because what's going to end up happening is you're going to relapse. Okay, take it from me. Okay, you have to check yourself. You have to be honest with yourself about why you're doing NoFap. Be honest with yourself about if you're doing it for women attraction or if you're doing it for your own personal self-improvement and satisfaction. You know, I always told myself that I was doing it for me, but then I ended up relapsing. And what I realized was that the reason why I relapsed was because I was doing it for women attraction. And at the time we were in quarantine, so I didn't get to see any women, I didn't see any results, and thus I relapsed. And once I figured that out, I never relapsed again. You know, and I'm going on 8 months now. So take it from me. Now, with that being said, I want to tell you guys a few different stories where I experienced what I perceive to be women attraction. And, you know, my thing is that I never assume that somebody is showing interest in me unless they just outright tell me. So there could have been a lot more instances of these types of things happening and I just wasn't aware of them, or I just brushed them off and forgot about them. But these are the few that stick out in my mind. The first one, and I think I talked about this in my 30-day benefit video, was I was in Target and I was walking past the checkout line, and this girl, I want to say she was in her like late 20s, maybe early 30s, probably late 20s though. This girl was staring at me. I think she was staring at me. I don't know. The reason why I never know if someone's staring at me is because I don't stare at people to know if they're staring at me. So I caught her out of my peripheral and I kind of like looked past her just to catch a quick glimpse of if she was looking at me. And I think she was. And she was with her boyfriend, or who I assumed to be her boyfriend. And I thought it was very strange because I've never caught somebody doing something like that to me before. And it could be because I was the only black person in the store. I said that in that video. People thought I was joking. I was being dead serious. Like, I was probably the only black person in the store. And that might be the reason why she was looking at me. You know, it was a white girl. But that might not be true either. You know, I don't know. But I only know what I saw. And I know that she was either looking at me or she was looking at the wall behind me. And if she was looking at the wall behind me, then it must have been very fascinating. Now, the next instance that I remember was in that same Target actually. This one happened a little more recently, maybe 2 months ago. I honestly don't know. But it was in that same Target and I was walking towards the checkout lines. I can see in the distance like a family. It was a husband, a wife, and a daughter. And the wife was looking at me. Okay, the wife. Now, she had to be in her 40s. She had to be in her 40s, maybe late 30s. She was up there, you know, and I caught her looking at me. And maybe this is in my mind. I don't know, dude, but, you know, it's hard not to see when somebody's looking at you or to, like, sense it. And she was looking at me. Now, why she was looking at me, I don't know. Like I said, it was the same Target. I might have been the only black person in the store again. And maybe that's the reason why she was looking at me. I have no idea. Now, the third time that this happened, I was out with my friend, and I don't even think I mentioned this to him because I thought I might be like overthinking this, and I probably am. But we were going to get food. He was going to pick up his food. And there was a group of girls, maybe 3 girls. I couldn't tell how old they were, but they were definitely closer to my age than the last 2 girls were. I want to say they were like late teens, you know, so probably underage, and that's probably why I didn't pay much attention to these girls in particular. But as we were walking towards them, and mind you, I had my mask on, I caught one of the girls looking at me. I caught her looking at me, and it's like I can see in my peripheral vision that she was looking at me. And it was making me uncomfortable. Okay, it was making me very uncomfortable. And like I said, maybe she was looking behind me. I don't know. Maybe she was daydreaming. But she was looking in my direction. Okay, she was looking like right towards me. And like I said, all of these things, these might all be in my head. I never assume that somebody is staring at me or showing interest in me unless they prove it to me. But those are the few stories that I have. Now, you know, some people have much more extreme stories than this. And, you know, me personally, like I said, I don't look too much into this. I don't do it for women attraction. I do it for me. You know, whatever women attraction happens beyond that, I really don't care. But I want to explain to you guys why I think this happens on NoFap. I have a few theories, and they're all kind of intertwined, but I have a few theories as to why we experience women attraction on NoFap to varying degrees. But generally speaking, most people seem to notice this trend. Now, before I get into why we experience women attraction on NoFap, I need to brief you guys on law of attraction, and more importantly, law of assumption. Okay, this is the core of why I believe we experience this. Okay, we experience these experiences is because we are attracting them to ourselves because we have these subconscious beliefs from reading these stories and from watching videos where people talk about their success stories. You get that into your mind and you believe it. You believe that it's true, and you believe that because it's true, it's going to happen to you as well. It's kind of a placebo effect. And as a result, you can argue either way. Either your mind is looking for more opportunities like this, or the universe is presenting more opportunities like this. However you look at it, it's the law of attraction, okay? You are attracting this into your life with these beliefs. Okay, me personally, I didn't really believe in the women attraction thing that much to begin with. So, that might be why I haven't experienced anything extreme or drastic. But understand that by consuming stories like the ones that I just told you, you are strengthening that subconscious belief. Now, right along with that comes a subconscious intention. Okay, a subconscious intention to find a woman. Okay, when you're on NoFap, and I've said this so many times, but when you're holding back your seed, when you're not releasing purposely, you are going to want to find a woman subconsciously. It's going to happen because your body is going to send that message to your mind. And this right here is a great example of that battle for supremacy between your mind and your body. Your body is creating a subconscious intention within your mind. And as a result, you're going to attract more of that to yourself. And you're going to be more observant of the opportunities that do present themselves to you. These are opportunities that might have been there in the past, but you might not have been aware of them. Some people like to say that girls can pick up on your energy and that's why they feel drawn to you. And truth be told, I don't know. I honestly don't know. There's no way to quantify that. But, if you believe that strongly enough, if you believe that girls can pick up on your energy and the fact that you're on NoFap, then they will. Girls are going to pick up on that. And the reason why is because you're creating that subconscious intention within yourself. That subconscious intention that reflects your subconscious beliefs. It's all placebo. That's the thing about NoFap and retention. But a lot of people hear me say that and they misinterpret what I'm trying to say. Okay, everything is placebo. If you believe something strongly enough, then it's going to manifest itself. The belief in your truth is the truth in your beliefs. You're going to manifest women looking at you. You're going to manifest girls hitting you up out of nowhere. You're going to manifest those things. And quite frankly, if these things happen and you don't have that belief, then you're not going to think anything of it because it's just a normal event. Somebody's looking at you. Somebody finds you attractive. Somebody is hitting you up to see how you're doing. But once you have that subconscious intention and that subconscious belief, that creates a bias, a subconscious bias, where now everything that happens within the scope of your beliefs is confirmation bias. Now, right along with that, and this is more of a grounded perspective and a grounded theory, but when you do NoFap, you become more confident. I've said this time and time again, you're going to become more confident as you go along your NoFap journey just because you're overcoming an addiction. You know that you're doing something that you weren't able to do in the past and that most guys are not able to accomplish. Most guys can't do NoFap, or most guys can do NoFap. Everyone could do NoFap, but not every guy has developed the discipline and the willpower to get far on this journey. So as you go further along on your journey, you're going to notice that your confidence levels are going to rise over time because you're doing something that most people can't do. So your confidence is going to go up. And as I've said before, girls love confidence. Everyone loves confidence. Girls love a confident person. Girls are drawn to confidence. And I think that this is the energy that a lot of people speak of. Personally, that's what I think. I think that when people say that, their aura and their energy changes from doing NoFap, is confidence. Okay, the way that you carry yourself will affect the way that people see you. People can pick up on that. They can pick up on a confident person. So, if you love yourself and you feel accomplished and successful and you walk around like you're accomplished and successful and that's how you carry yourself and that's how you move around in public, then yeah, people are going to pick up on that, including girls. And girls are going to be drawn to that. It's kind of like when you get a girlfriend or, if you are working towards a relationship with somebody and out of nowhere, a bunch of girls start hitting you up and girls start flirting with you. I've experienced that myself. A lot of people say that they don't have any success with girls until they get a girl, and then the girls start coming to them. It's because they're confident in themselves. And sometimes that's not healthy. Like for me personally, in the past, I've put my confidence and self-worth into the person that I was with. And while I'm with them, yeah, I'm very confident. But once they exit my life, then all of my confidence goes away. And I feel like NoFap helps you develop confidence from within, as opposed to your confidence being tied to someone else being in your life. When you develop that confidence from within, not only is your energy and your aura going to change, but the way that you interact with people is going to change as well. I've noticed that since I started doing NoFap, I've become much more confident talking to girls. And you could say that's placebo, because it is. But at the same time, when you're more confident and you have that subconscious intention to get a girl to release with coming from your body, then yeah, you're going to have more success with girls. Because like I said, girls like confidence. Everyone likes confidence.